this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Wilson to throw right away. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They try the left side here with Williams. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion, the tight end. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Cameron Hayward coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there to pick up the 25. Now Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
14,
Again, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. To the air on first down with Pickett. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen, the man in motion right. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid. And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 quarters in the books. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll find And Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Wilson. Pushes him over. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They give it to Williams, running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Off play action, Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. weren't able to do so on that play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
From the 44, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Pickett back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Pickett sets up play action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Pickett now from the gun here. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll...
Yeah. Should I style now?